Welcome everybody to the match breakdown session. Today we've got a riveting clash between Furia and Lin Vision at IEM Chengdu 2025. The final score was a dominant 2-0 in favor of Furia, fought over Dust 2 and Overpass.
Yeah, it's one of those games where everything just fell into place for Furia, right?
Absolutely. Furia came in as the world's second-ranked team, while Lin Vision, ranked number 30, had a tough task from the start. The map pool
hmm
choices were interesting. Lin removed Mirage, Furia countered by removing Ancient, then Lin locked Dust 2, while Furia picked Overpass. It set the tone.
Right, so it almost seemed like each team was trying to kill the other's strengths from the draft phase. I mean, Furia's ban on Nuke also played a big role, didn't it?
Yes, exactly. When Furia banned Nuke and Lin Vision removed Train, it really limited the tactical flexibility for Lin. And let's not forget that Inferno was left over Dust 2, but Furia's hit was clearly in the picks. It's like
Yeah,
they knew precisely which maps they could exploit.
I noticed that too. And speaking of exploitation, player performances really stood out. Daniil Molodoy Golubenko is, frankly, on another level in these types of matches. His ratings and stats were over the top.
Oh yeah, Molodoy was just phenomenal, posting a rating of 3.0 with a swing rating improvement over 13% in one of the maps. His impact was clear from the opening round on Dust 2.
I saw that moment where Molodoy is practically farming rounds. People in the chat were just screaming, Molodoy, right?
Exactly, and the fans weren't shy about it. There were loads of shoutouts and inside jokes twirling around, like comparing him to a force of nature on the CT side. But let's also bring in some balanced analysis, because while his numbers were outstanding, some voices argued that a 3.0 rating might not capture the true team synergy.
That's an interesting critique, but then again, the role of a star player like Molodoy is to single handedly tip the scales in crunch time. And his other teammates like KSCERATO also put up impressive figures, right?
Yes, KSCERATO showed grit with his clutch plays, a key part of FURIA's strategy on Overpass. Not only did he deliver strong performance in his KD ratio, but his overall impact, combined with strategic bans, helped them secure a solid win. It's like
Right.
each map was a perfectly orchestrated symphony of tactics and individual brilliance.
Now, what about Lin Vision? Their performance was a bit erratic, wasn't it?
Absolutely, Lin Vision struggled to keep pace. Their picks on Overpass and the subsequent map on Dust 2 didn't really allow them to find a rhythm. Their stats across the board were lower, and some of the players, like Starry and Amelia QAQ, didn't manage to put on a coherent show against Furia's firepower.
And notice how the head to head record shows Furia dominating previous encounters, right? They've built quite a momentum against Lin Vision.
Yes, Furia had a significant psychological edge coming into this match. Even looking into past matchups like Blast.tv and earlier IEM events, Furia clearly knew Lin Vision's weaknesses and exploited them effectively.
I find it fascinating how the draft strategy influenced the outcome. It's like Furia's coaching staff had a crystal ball for picking maps that naturally suited their star players' strengths. Would you say that's fair?
Oh, definitely. It's like they were curating the battlefield, selecting maps where, the individual skills could flourish. Overpass and Dust 2 were practically built around their roster's core competencies, and the bans on
Yeah.
specific maps limited Lin Vision's plan drastically.
Let's talk about the numbers a bit more. I noticed there were plenty of detailed stats floating around from ADRS to KAST. How do those figures paint the overall picture?
The numbers tell a compelling story. For instance, on Dust 2, Furia's ADR and overall kill contributions were significantly higher. The consistency in their performance, say in maps like Overpass, was a major advantage. You had players with perfect entry frags and high percentages in KAST. It indicates both aggressive play and solid support, understanding when to push and when to hold back.
Yeah, and yet LinVision stats unfortunately didn't match up. Their lower cost percentages and even their economic decisions on eco rounds just didn't add up.
Right. And while sometimes a team can overcome such disadvantages with a strategic twist, the stats here are clear. Furia had the upper hand skill-wise and tactically. Lin Vision was simply overrun.
Now, there's also this whole debate among the fans online, with comments like Z4KR fucked their girls and other colorful expressions. It seems like the community was really heated about this matchup.
Oh, totally. The online chatter was wild, some deriding Lin Vision's performance, others celebrating Maladoi's clutch plays. There were even roasts about strategic decisions and playful banter regarding the team logos. It really highlights how passionate the CS community is about these matchups.
And there's that recurring mention of Chinese mafia or scheduling confusion, as some jokingly pointed out. It's almost as if the banter is a sport of its own, fueling the excitement of the game.
Exactly. It's that vibrant mix of deep stats analysis and pure, unfiltered fan passion that makes these events so entertaining. Also, it leaves us with a ton to digest about future matchups and, potential changes in lineup strategies.
Speaking of future matchups, Furia's win here, following previous strong performances against teams like Natus Vincer and OG, really solidifies their status, doesn't it?
Yes, it is a statement win. Furia's consistent performance over recent weeks, like their BO3 victories against multiple high-ranked teams, not to mention that win streak, sends a clear message. They've really positioned themselves as one of the top contenders heading into upcoming tournaments.
What, though, do you think Lin Vision needs to work on immediately? There were some criticisms, especially regarding decision-making during rounds.
That's a good point. Lin Vision needs to reevaluate their map strategies and perhaps work on their in-game communication. Their eco rounds, in particular, seem to lack the structure needed to counter Furia's pressure. It's like they had the pieces, but couldn't put them together effectively.
I'd say, in matches like this, it's not only about raw skill, but also the mental game. Furia's ability to remain composed and execute under pressure, highlighted by those clutch plays from KSCE, RATO, and even the moments from YEKINDAR, was really the game changer.
Absolutely, the mental fortitude and adaptability on certain maps were evident in Furia's execution. Even though Lin Vision showed flashes of potential, they couldn't maintain momentum, and Furia capitalized on every single misstep. In a best-of-3 format, a small edge becomes insurmountable quickly.
And it's interesting to note that even outside the sheer performance metrics, the VRS point system, with Furia gaining a boost from this win, plays a role in shaping the competitive landscape. The points changes, placement factors, and prize money implications add a whole extra dimension, don't they?
Right you are. Those VRS points, although sometimes seen as just a number, really influence seeding and team morale. For Furia, this victory not only felt great, but also had practical implications going forward, boosting their ranking significantly.
Now, I've got a small critique here. Some say that while Furia's individual performances were flashy, their overall team play might sometimes lean too heavily on 1 or 2 stars. What do you make of that?
I see that perspective, but I'd counter that Furia's roster is well-balanced, each player covering for others when needed. Sure, Maladoy and KSCERATO had standout games, but players like Yuri and YEKINDAR contributed in less flashy but equally vital ways. The numbers back up the idea of a cohesive unit rather than isolated brilliance.
Fair enough, and it seems like Furia's bench strength and recent win streak against teams like Natus Vincere and OG Hint, they have a deep pool to rely on.
Exactly. They've shown consistency and resilience across multiple tournaments in just the past months. Their track record, especially in best-of-3 formats, underscores their ability to dominate even when the pressure is at its peak.
Now, what about the map-specific strategies? I noticed that Dust 2 was played on one side in one match and then overpassed next time. How do these selections reflect on the team's preferences?
Well, it's, like each map has its own rhythm and demands. Dust 2, for instance, rewards aggressive entries and precision, which Maladoy and company executed flawlessly, while Overpass played into Furia's to control mid and secure pickoffs early. Their picks aren't random. They're meticulously chosen to highlight what they do best.
It almost appears as if Furia was not only playing the opponents, but the maps themselves. That level of preparation and understanding of how the geometry of a map can favor certain playstyles is what sets top teams apart.
Definitely. And on the flip side, LinVision's discomfort on these maps tells us they might need to revisit their strategies or consider alternative picks in future drafts. Their performance against the structured play of Furia highlighted a need for improvement in map adaptability.
Before we wrap up, any final thoughts on the fan reactions? There were some pretty memorable comments in the chat, right?
Oh, for sure. The fan banter adds a lot of color to the scene, from playful jabs about team logos to humorous critiques of certain players. It's that vibrant community spirit that really keeps events like IEM Chengdu buzzing. Despite the heat of criticism, it's a positive, competitive energy that drives the game forward.
Yeah, it shows that while the match stats and rankings are critical, the passion of the fans truly enhances the spectacle of esports. It's all part of the larger narrative.
Exactly. And as we look forward, this match not only reinforced Furia's dominance, but also provided lessons for LinVision to learn from. Every game, adds another chapter to the evolving story of esports. Thanks for hanging out and breaking this down with me.
Always a pleasure. Here's to more exciting showdowns in the future.